Hey everybody, another beautiful Tuesday morning here in Oregon. Gotta love this rainy weather. Here at the office. So I was sitting here thinking, and another word on my list for the series is empathy, which I figured we could do next because it pretty much goes hand in hand with compassion. So let's get into it.
Hey everybody, I'm Damien. Love overcomes, and we just need to love ourselves and everybody else, just as Jesus did.
All right, so the word for today is empathy. It's a noun. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And that could bring up many different topics. Awareness, closeness, sympathy with understanding, and fellowship. So we can jump right into a passage from the Word, which is Psalms 103:4, who redeems your life from the pit, who crowns you with loving kindness and compassion. So our lives have been redeemed by the Lord for his sacrifice with his son Jesus on the cross. And I mean, you can tell that there was a lot of loving and compassion in this, but he had to go through a lot of pain. And but that is just, how everyone turned their back on him in the end that were for him in the beginning. I mean, that's just Jesus. For me, that's Jesus showing a lot of empathy, seeing that all the people are broken, even though they're treating him so bad, that he could see through everything and see that they're broken inside and that they just need help, that they need the loving and kindness and compassion and understanding to be like, that we need to do today, which is, when you're in traffic, when you're driving, when you have an argument with someone, when things just aren't going your way or someone else's way, and we take that out on other people, and instead of, what's the real issue here? And most of the time when we take it out on other people, there's not empathy shown from that side when we need it. And they just start arguing, and we both end up, just having word vomit, and sometimes it escalates to complete fighting or violence, which isn't helping the situation at all, period. So I mean, if we can just take that time out and look at where people are coming from, like someone starts yelling at you and stuff, and it obviously most likely has nothing to do with you. It's something that's going on within them, which they're having a bad day. And instead of us like grabbing onto that and then going right back full force at them, take a step back and kind of be conscious of it and just be like, hey, what's going on with you? Is there something that you need to talk about? I mean, how's things going? And just show, and that's where the compassion comes in. And that's, where we are compassionate about their feelings and what's going on. So showing this empathy of, hey, what's going on with you? What is there something I can help with? Is there something, deeper into this, instead of just backlashing at him and going, hey, blah, 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 blah. And so I see that. And, it says in 1 Kings 8:50, and forgive your people who have sinned against you and all their transgressions which they have transgressed against you, and make them objects of compassion before those who have taken them captive, that they may have compassion on them. And for me, that kind of means like where it says those who have taken them captive, it's like when we don't show empathy on people, we pretty much kind of take that person, not literally, but we take them captive in our brains. And then we kind of think, like, sometimes we'll think about that and we'll just like use our self-talk to just build us up and make us more, what's the word I'm looking for here, basically resentments. It's building up resentments in us with them captive in our heads, of just using that instead of, using in the beginning that empathy and figuring out what's the deeper issue, instead of, just fighting with people all the time, because we all have bad days. And a lot of time we need empathy too, and we will bark at people and I mean, I have some really close friends that it's just amazing when they're like, hey, like, Damien, this isn't you. What's really going on? You're not an angry person. Why are you so upset? And then I can just kind of just word vomit out what's going on. What's wrong. And then after it gets out, then you can actually look and see the bigger picture of things that you could work on or change, or, solutions to the issue. And it just feels so much better to get that out, because then you're not walking around with these resentments. You're not walking around with this pain. You're not walking around with all this garbage built up inside of you that it's not gonna, affect anyone's day or promote the light in any way. So, and as it says, forgive for the people who have sinned against you. I mean, that's what we've just been talking about. It's like people that sin against you, it's so much easier to just kind of let it roll off your shoulder and then figure out what's going on. So that is my view on some empathy, at least what I've been learning about it and stuff. So any comments or anything, put them at the bottom, what you think. I'd love to hear the feedback. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to subscribe, because there are more videos will be coming out, subscribe it up. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Tuesday, and God bless. Praise Jesus.